There he is, sir. How are you, man?
That was highly entertaining. I'll tell you that much.
I don't know if that was me, technical difficulties, or how you doing?
I'm good. Hold on, I don't think you can see me.
There you go.
I'm doing well. I was enjoying you trying to figure out how to get me on.
Yeah, look, I really look like a technician, don't I?
Oh my God, it was painful.
Joyce, come over here. Say
it was enjoyable. Good watch. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
We're good. We're good. What you been up to?
Well, I just poured myself a little tequila here. I've just been doing this while I watch you guys.
Cheers, brother. I miss you.
I heard about what was it? Ginger.
Yeah. Ginger, orange, in a shaker. Pretty nice. Just a little chip of ginger, kind of
just a ginger
minced
juice.
in there. Squeeze it in there, and it's really kind of tasty, and it's good for you, right?
Definitely give that a try. How's your week
been? How you guys been?
Where's Pre?
She's working right now. She's staying busy, just working on various things that she's had in development for a while, and we're all trying to stay busy just to keep our minds off all that's going on. But it's all good. We're getting through it.
Well, I got to start with last night.
Oh, The Voice?
The Voice, yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. Don't
really? Okay, so we can't talk about it, eh?
I've seen pieces of it, but I'm supposed to watch
the knockouts.
And
Come on.
And I recorded it so we can watch it tonight. So we have like a spillover for our viewing. But I saw the comments. Everyone that watched, thanks for watching. Means a lot. What did you think of the show?
Wow, I have to say it may have been the best one yet in terms of performances. I mean, it's kind of crazy, the knockouts, because you're putting up two of your artists to compete against each other. It's not like you're competing against Blake's artist or John's artist. You're competing against your two artists, and that's got to be a tough thing for you because you've got a lot of talented ones. But I have to tell you what for me was the most fun was when you and John did the steal.
Yeah. Well, in the moment it was incredibly disappointing.
I can understand that, but
I don't want to spoil anything for those that haven't seen it. But Cam West, decided to go a different direction than coming to my team.
And your comment about that was brilliant, though.
I had to try swinging for the fences.
Well, I have to tell you, you're doing pretty damn good. Think about it. This rookie season, leading the league in hits, RBIs. I think you're going to hit some, out of the park here. So you're doing damn good. It's been fun. I have to say, it's been one of the best seasons ever.
Well, everyone keep watching the show. It's, it means the world to all of us and seeing the journey that these artists go on. And it's been really, really exciting to be a part of it. How's your week been?
It's been busy already. Today's only Tuesday. It's been, a busy work-wise as well. But I was saying a little while ago during all the technical difficulties that around 3 o'clock our time today, we took a quick break and went out. It's finally, the rain has stopped. Yesterday we had 60-mile-an-hour winds, so it finally turned out to have a little sun, and we went out on kayaks this afternoon for about a half hour, which was kind of nice. It wasn't long enough, but I had another call following it. But it was really nice just to breathe some air and float around there. So I hope we get a few nicer days this week as well to enjoy a little bit of time out in the air. Definitely nobody out on the lake at this point in time.
Yeah, I bet. I can only imagine. We haven't left the house, obviously. And we've been, just trying to stay hopeful and positive and creative. Being creative has been the main thing for us. And last night even, I think taking time to think and kind of talk about, the way we feel here in the house and just our emotions. So for those watching who are quarantined with the ones you love, I think that open communication, that dialogue is so important, and being able to connect with people across the country, like this in other ways. And we obviously do it apart from being on, live stream together. But that connection with people, even if it is at a very long distance or 6 feet apart, whatever it is, I think is super, super important, and helps keep you sane to the best of your ability. And
Yeah, for sure. Even, my little one's doing school virtually. She's been on it for a couple of weeks, and so she's kind of in one part of in her bedroom during the day with all of that. But, we've had, I was saying a few minutes ago, we've really had, we've tried to make the best of it as well, and it's been a great connection for all of us to spend quality time talking about everything else that's going on with us, and trying to have positive thoughts about where the rest of the year will be, and getting back to friends and family outside of virtual and digitally, for sure.
yeah, we've been doing a lot of exercising as well on our end. That's pretty much our morning routine. Is we get out the workout equipment that we have here at the house, just a few things. But for anyone that likes to work out, likes to stay fit, now is a good time to
No excuses. No excuses now.
My only things, I usually work out so that I can fully enjoy my drink without any feelings of guilt or anything like that. And that's what I'm doing now. So we talked beforehand about playing a little game this time around. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Just a simple question and answer among friends with kind of our top three.
Yeah.
Why don't we go back and forth and set it up?
Okay.
Maybe I'll go first.
Sure.
What is your favorite collection you've ever done for John Varvatos, the fashion?
Wow. Well, is it top three or?
I would say you can give three. You can give a top three.
Every collection you do, just like every song you work on, has generally has an important part of your history and your life. I hope that, as my collections go on, they get better. And I think for me and for my team, Fall 2020, which will hopefully be hitting the stores this fall, was our favorite collection. It really grounded itself in the DNA and the history of the brand, but also felt like we moved the needle forward. It felt like a 2.0 version. So, there's other collections. If I go back and I top three, I'd say fall 2012 and spring 2015. So if I look at those, those have all been ones that had really special meanings to me. And for you, again, on a personal level, what are your top three songs you've ever written?
That's a tough one.
Of course.
They're kind of like, your babies in a way. But I've got different, songs that have kind of a deeper personal connection for different reasons. So A Little Bit Longer is one that was a big, just I think sort of emotional moment in my life, speaking about my journey with living with type 1 diabetes and everything else at the time where I was just sort of navigating life as a young man, as it was anyway. Adding that to the plate was pretty tough, but I wrote it on a piano up in Canada while we were shooting one of the Camp Rock movies, actually. And so that was a special one. And then, Jealous sort of defined a moment in my life and career that was a real,
groundbreaking,
big step. Yeah, and then, on this latest album with the brothers, Happiness Begins, that is, I think, I Believe holds a special place in my heart because it's about, my I think, greatest moment in my life, my wedding, which you were there for, and my beginning of my journey with my wife. And so yeah, those are top three.
Great. Well, those are good ones, and they're good. They're even better because they hold a place in your heart.
Indeed. All right, next question. What is your favorite gangster movie of all time?
Godfather 2.
Good choice.
Godfather 2. There's probably,
And why?
why, it just kind of encompassed everything from a great storyline, amazing acting, and kind of the brutalness of a
Yeah.
good gangster movie. There's other ones like Goodfellas that were great if you go top three, and I guess I'd go back to probably like Godfather One. That series of those with a lot of those actors, and they're tough to beat, really tough to beat.
Agreed.
And what are your what's the top three snacks that you have in your house right now? Are you snacking? Are you snacking healthy? Are
Ooh.
you binging at
My
times? What are you doing?
Yeah, my favorite snack is a piece of celery with almond butter on it and some raisins. Little piece from my childhood. We call it ants on a log. Um,
It sounds
that
pretty healthy too.
very healthy. And then actually, uh, I'm always up for just a simple sliced apple with almond butter. Um, and then beyond that, occasionally I'll have some dill pickle chips.
Good
That's kind of
call.
that's when I'm feeling crazy. Go and do the dill pickle
And
chip.
do you have a special dill pickle that you like?
No, it's literally they're like potato chips that taste like dill pickles. Um, and then of course tuna as well. I'd like canned tuna. That's always good. All right, my turn. Who are your top three? Um, I want to make sure I set this up the right way. Top three people you would have dinner with, dead or alive,
Mm.
and share a Villaone with.
That's a good one. Um, in today's world, it's a. Um, I always said this as a kid, so it's kind of stuck with me. Jimi Hendrix,
Great,
somebody
very nice.
that meant a lot to me growing up, and from a music standpoint, but never really. There'd be like so many questions I'd want to ask and get to know. Barack Obama,
Yeah,
um, get his point of view on the world today, and ask some questions they've been on my mind for a long time. And let's see who else. Hmm. Muhammad Ali,
great choices. I like it.
the greatest.
The greatest of all
Muhammad Ali,
time.
the greatest. How about you? Your top three.
Um, I feel like it would be really nice to have dinner again with my grandfather, who's no longer with us. Just to get to hang with him again would be nice. Jerry, shout out Jerry.
Right.
Um, and then, on top of that, I would have, world leaders, everything like that. I think aside, people that speak to an area of creativity that I've, not experienced yet, or kind of delved into. Um, and so I would say like Picasso, I would be interesting to get his point of view
Fantastic.
on things as a really
I think
imaginative,
Joyce
creative
would
person.
connect with you on that one.
Yeah, I'd love to learn how to paint someday. Never learned. And then one other person, I think it would be interesting to sit with Frank Sinatra. I'd be
Hmm.
curious to get his point of view on things, and he lived a pretty wild life, and is obviously brilliant. Was brilliant. Jordan McGraw says, "Let's get it, let's go." Shout out Jordan. Um, those are
That's
some good
cool.
questions.
I like those. I like those.
Um, yeah, and then I guess lastly, as we dip here into our tequilas, um, what do you two-part question? What are you most looking forward to about kind of getting back to a somewhat normal life? And, what encouragement would you give to people who are experiencing extremely tough times and going through, I think one of the most challenging moments obviously in modern history, and maybe history as a whole,
Sure.
for a lot of people. So first,
Great
I guess
question.
that part of the question, and then what you're most looking forward to about getting back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing is, I talk a lot with my team. We have, we're all separated, 350, team members, and we're all separated. And, we talk about, keeping our eye on the future, keeping our eye on positivity, and connecting with friends that can kind of help you ground that as well, because sometimes it's hard to do it all on your own. And I think sharing those challenges is an important factor right now. I think that it's not easy for anybody. Some people easier than others, and the ones that it's most challenged, I think the more you can hold hands and connect with your friends and your family, to know that we will get through this. I think that's the one thing we all agree on, is that we will get through this. And we don't know a timetable, and that's one thing that always makes things in life challenging when we're so used to running our lives with timetables. But I think keeping our eye on family, friends, and knowing that we'll get through it, really that positive. And we're not, and again, we can't put a timetable, because we have to do it in a really healthy way. In terms of what I'm looking forward most, I think just kind of getting out and walking through New York City, and it's one of my favorite places in the world, and connecting with my coworkers and my family and friends, and feeling like the shackles are kind of off. I think that's pretty much it. How about you?
Yeah. I mean, on the first side of the question, I think that, I said at the beginning of the call, and even yesterday I was speaking about this with Ryan Tedder. He and I got on to talk a bit, and just I think the heart of meditation or prayer, whatever is relevant to you, is important. And whatever your belief system is, anything like that, I think it's having that heart to be thoughtful and pray, and mentioned it yesterday again, but Priyanka comes from a family of people that work on those front lines, in the medical field, and getting kind of updates from them, and a real look at what's going on. I think it's just so heavy, and my heart goes out to everyone on those front lines, and really just want to say thank you. But also, I believe what you're saying, that there is hope on the other side, and we will get through this. We absolutely will. And my hope, the thing I'm most excited about coming out of it, whenever that time comes, is just to be able to try to bring some joy to people's lives. And I'm so blessed to be in a spot where I get to create and share my heart through my music, or through acting, or other projects that I'm working on, like even tequila, for instance. And tequila certainly brought a smile to my face, and hopefully the work I'm doing right now, in preparation for whatever, based on the guidelines that are set by the professionals and people that know, when they say, okay, that it's okay for life to go back to a version of normal, that whatever I'm creating or bringing to the world can be uplifting for people, bring them hope, and that I get to make people smile, because that's my kind of my only job, really. And then in addition to that, connecting with friends and family again in person, being able to share, new memories with perspective on how much our lives have all changed all around the world. And so, yeah, that's my answer. But to those of you commenting, asking where and when you can get Villaone, because I guess that is the deep common thread between me and John here. It's it's a very nice thing to, at the end of the day, share a drink with a friend, and if you like tequila, this just happens to go well with, whether it's over video conferencing or live stream, whatever it is. it's a good companion in addition to your friends. So know that if you are drinking with us tonight, you're never drinking alone. If we're here with you, just raise your glass. And John, where can all the fans of Villaone all around the country kind of look to get their info and
Well, online they can order directly from Reserve Bar or Drizzly, but it's at most liquor stores around the country, in your local towns. I mean, we're in a lot of states. We're not in every state yet. I think we're in around 20 states right now, but should be able to get it through Reserve Bar and Drizzly. But support your local retailers too. Everybody needs the support out there as well. And while we're talking about support, go out to, if you can give a few dollars to the bartenders and all of the restaurant workers out there. There's a number of sites out there that are taking donations to support them, because there's a lot of people out of work in that world right now. So, and hopefully we'll all be back enjoying some drinks together soon. Yeah, it's nice to share this with you, Nick. I wish it was in person. I can't wait for that.
Can't wait. Well, miss you. Hope to see you soon. Love to
Miss you
Joyce.
too.
And to everybody that watched, thanks for hanging with us.
Kiss for us.
I will.
We'll talk to you soon, man. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.